When I did Sonic the Hedgehog 1, I slated the marketing. I mean, let's face it, that Sonic, original Sonic, still gives us nightmares. However, I am pleased to announce that this film got it right from the get-go. However, now let's praise the film. Let's do what I do best. I'm Berryman, and this is 10 Things Wrong With. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a 2022 action-adventure comedy film. The film tells the story of when Sonic is left at home alone for the first time. He gets attacked by Dr. Robotnik, who has teamed up with Knuckles. Now, while Sonic's defending himself, he gets help from Tails, and they go on a big adventure to find the Master Crystal before Dr. Robotnik and Knuckles, all while avoiding the G.U.N. When the film was released, it received good praises for its performances, humour, but it did receive criticism for its screenplay, runtime and pacing, but overall, a massive improvement over its first film. But what about me? What do I think? And what have I found wrong with this film? Well, here are 10 things wrong with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Number 10, original film. So yes, Paramount released this film, and it was directed by the same person who directed the first film, so lots of good things there. But it's also made by a company called Original Films. This is far from an original film. It is a sequel of a film based on a video game. How's that original? I mean, I know that's only the name of the production company, but still, if your company's called Original Films, I want you to make original films. Not other companies' properties. That's not really original. Number 9, Duct Tape. So at the beginning of this film, Sonic is trying to be a superhero, and he does this by stopping a bank robbery. Now, one of the things he does was he pulls the duct tape off a security guard's face. How? Because there's a metal mesh in the way, and yet his hand manages to go through it and take the duct tape off, which I didn't quite buy because there's no way Sonic can move his hands around that much. So you might be able to go through and just do that, and the guard would have to do the rest, but he didn't. Sonic went. There was a big error on that one. Number 8, Wetness. Sonic and the Donut Lord go for a nice trip fishing on the lake. However, Sonic, because he's been up all night being a superhero, falls asleep and falls into the water. When he gets out of the water, he's cold, he's shivering. They put a towel around him to keep him warm. But that doesn't follow on what happened in the first film. In the first film, he got wet, he ran back and shook it all off, went into a puffball, which I did raise was wrong last time. So I would have picked that up again if they did it this time, but the fact that you didn't follow on what you did on the first film is also very wrong. You were on a lose-lose situation on that one. Number 7, beard. I did want to put this in the first film, but I found too much wrong with the first film, so I had to cut this. But this problem is still here in this film. Agent Stone's beard is way too perfect. Now, coming from somebody who has a beard, keeping my beard the way Agent Stone does is a lot of hard work, or a lot of money, and it's not really believable, especially as a barista. No, he wouldn't be that nice, unless I'm missing something. Can someone give me some beard tips in the comments below so I can try and do that? I might retract that if I can ever keep my beard that nice and neat all the time, but I did find that quite unbelievable. Number 6, Chaos Emerald. So in this film, the Master Emerald is all the Chaos Emeralds merged together to make the Master Emerald. No, that's not how it works. How it works is they're completely separate. 7 Chaos Emeralds, 1 Master Emerald. Completely separate. I mean, you can merge them together and make Hyper Sonic, but merge them together to one thing doesn't work. They are completely separate things. And yes, I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I said that at the beginning of the last video. I love Sonic the Hedgehog, so don't change it. Don't change it. Number 5, CGI. Caught me surprised on this one, but the CGI in the first film was near enough flawless. That's probably because they spent $5 million to go back and redo it. But still, it was beautiful. It was done really, really well. So what the hell happened in this film? Because the colouring throughout this film changes on these CGI models. Sometimes it looks animated, sometimes it looks fake as hell, but it's not consistent and not as good. The CGI has taken a back step. Now, if these issues were in the first film, I wouldn't have picked it up, but you got it so right in the first film and got it so badly wrong in this film. Sorry, no, the CGI special effects were not as good in this film. Number 4, dancing again. Right, I said this in the first film, and they put it again in this film. It's like they don't watch my videos. But in the first film, we had this whole sequence of a couple of minutes of Jim Carrey dancing, and we get that again. Granted, it's not as long, but still, why are we having sequences of Jim Carrey dancing? It does nothing for the film, it does nothing for the plot, and it's just annoying. And what makes it worse is, in this film, Jim Carrey is toned down a little bit more. I actually kind of liked his performance until that dance sequence, and that dance sequence just ruined it for me. Number 3, emerald sizes. Right, so I've already gone on that the Chaos Emeralds and Master Emeralds are not quite right. The other thing that's not quite right is the sizes of them. So in this film, the size of the Master Emerald is how big the Chaos Emeralds are in the game. Now, spoilers, the Master Emerald gets destroyed. So all the Chaos Emeralds fall out and they're little tiny nuggets. No, the Master Emerald is this big, huge thing, and then the Chaos Emeralds are smaller but still big. Now they're just like normal sized diamonds. And did you guys ever play any of the games? Because on these emerald sized things, you got them completely and utterly wrong. Number 2, Badniks. Another thing that's carried over from the first film. It's like they don't watch my videos at all. Now, the Badniks from the first film, they were just egg-shaped drones. And they still are egg-shaped drones. I mean, granted, one of them has been changed and modified to look a little bit like a buzz bomber, but not enough. To me, these are still egg-shaped drones. We want to see these big, boisterous Badniks that look like crazy creatures. So one of the things we did enjoy about getting new games, new Badniks. New film, same rubbishy Badniks. Didn't work. Come on, give us a bit of improvements. Number 1, got to go slow. So yeah, Sonic slowed down a lot in this film. So after Knuckles and Sonic have the fight, Robotnik is about to grab the emerald. Sonic could have run and got the emerald way before Robotnik did, because we've seen him run so fast that time slows down. But he didn't in this film. He was like, oh no, he's going to get it. Run and get it yourself. But no, he didn't. What makes this point more funnier is, last night, before I started filming this one, yes, I filmed this a few weeks ago from when it was launched, How It Should Have Ended released their Sonic 2 video. They pointed out this one as well, but they reckon Knuckles should have got there. No, Sonic should have got there. Sonic was always faster than Knuckles. Go Team Sonic! Final thoughts. So what do I think of this film? Yes, it's definitely an improvement over this film. It's got some flaws in it. Some things are not quite right. I still don't like the fact that it's set on our Earth. I'm still not a big fan of that, but it's been done. I can't complain about that one again. But ultimately, I do enjoy this. I enjoy that they reduced the human element and kept it for the game characters and sidelined the human characters. That I preferred. Like I said, Jim Carrey's toned down and he's better for it. Knuckles was brilliant. Tails, I'm glad they kept the original voice actor for Tails. That was actually quite a nice little touch. Was also a very welcome thing. The other thing I did really enjoy, especially towards the final act, was they kept this game level. If you go back and look at the labyrinth, the beginning bit of the labyrinth was actually taken from the game. That was brilliant, and they made it look like a video game as well. You could quite easily turn this into a video game and it would work. And I'm glad they did this. I'm glad they enhanced and did the video game theme side of things. I liked the bad guy, and I liked the nod to the Sonic the comics, where Super Sonic is a different evil entity. I like that little nod. Obviously they didn't follow through with it, which I'm glad about, but I liked it. There was so good things about it. It's such an enjoyable, fun. I was laughing all the way through this film. It is better. It's not great. There's still a lot of work to be done, but this does show you can make good films out of video games. So what am I going to rank it? I'm going to give it another 7 out of 10 berries. Same again, it's a really enjoyable film. Just needs a lot more work just to get it right. We've got the basics down, now we just need to tweak the third film better. Let's hope they do. On to next week. We're going to go a bit mad again next week, and we're going to go back to the MCU. It's quite an easy clue. I'll see you next Sunday. Take care, bye-bye.